Welcome to Books. We bring you a variety of audiobook novels, ranging from thrilling suspense to sci-fi adventures. Whether you're commuting, enjoying some leisure time, or winding down before bedtime, Open Books is here to accompany you. In the eerie midnight darkness, the hospital's facade cast colossal shadows under the moonlight. Suddenly, the towering iron gate swung open noiselessly, revealing a corridor shrouded in mystery. A group of enigmatic invitees stepped through, their every footfall seemingly treading upon the fabric of destiny. As they entered the chilling expanse of the lobby, dim lights cast deep shadows upon the walls. A host, wearing a black mask, appeared on the staircase, his voice icy and enigmatic. "Welcome, esteemed guests, to our little game," he greeted, his words dripping with mystery. "Within these walls, you shall find your destiny intertwined with the secrets of this forsaken place." The participants exchanged wary glances, their curiosity piqued by the ominous atmosphere. Venturing into the hospital's depths, they discovered rooms frozen in time, each whispering tales of forgotten horrors. Amidst the desolation, they found clues hinting at the dark experiments that once transpired within these walls. "This place gives me the creeps," one participant muttered, eyeing the dusty medical records with unease. "We must press on," another urged, their voice tinged with determination. "There's more to uncover here than meets the eye." As they delved deeper, the oppressive atmosphere seemed to tighten its grip, fueling their urgency to unravel the mystery shrouding the hospital. In a dimly lit laboratory, they stumbled upon a tattered journal, its pages filled with the chilling accounts of deadly experiments. "What kind of place is this?" one exclaimed, horror etched into their features as they scanned the journal's contents. "It appears we've stumbled upon something far more sinister than a mere game," another remarked grimly, their voice trembling with trepidation. With each revelation, their resolve wavered, torn between the desire to escape and the need to expose the truth behind the hospital's dark secrets. Finally, as they reached the hospital's top floor and found an exit bathed in moonlight, uncertainty clouded their minds. "What do we do now?" one asked, their voice echoing in the empty corridor. "We must choose," another replied solemnly, their gaze fixed on the path ahead. "Between freedom and the pursuit of justice, the decision lies in our hands." As the heavy iron gate sealed shut, the participants found themselves enveloped in the mysterious atmosphere of the hospital. "Wow, this place gives me the creeps," whispered Sarah, clutching her flashlight tightly as she surveyed the dimly lit hallway. "I agree. It's like we've stepped into a horror movie," replied Mark, shining his light towards a flickering lantern in the distance. Their footsteps echoed as they ventured further, each room revealing new challenges and secrets. Entering a room with an eerie blue glow, David remarked, "What's with the creepy lighting? Feels like we're in a haunted house." "Maybe it's part of the game," suggested Emily, cautiously examining the room's contents. In another chamber, they encountered a dusty old laboratory filled with strange contraptions. "Check this out," exclaimed Alex, pointing to a peculiar symbol engraved on a bone key box. "Think this is our next clue?" "It must be," nodded Lily, carefully unlocking the box to reveal a hidden key. As they progressed, tensions rose, and the puzzles became increasingly complex. "This feels like a test of our wits," remarked Jake, furrowing his brow as he studied a series of cryptic codes on an ancient computer screen. "Agreed, but we're in this together," reassured Mia, offering a supportive smile to her teammates. With each solved puzzle, their determination grew, driving them forward through the labyrinthine corridors. "We're getting closer," exclaimed Sarah, excitement lacing her voice as they approached a mysterious wooden door emitting a faint light. "Let's do this," declared Mark, pushing the door open to reveal a hidden chamber filled with enigmatic devices. As they worked together to unravel the final mystery, a blinding light erupted before them, signaling the culmination of their journey. "We did it," cheered Emily, exchanging triumphant smiles with her companions. But their victory was short-lived as they felt a strange tremor coursing through the hospital, signaling that their adventure was far from over. As the participants closed the final door of the room, they discovered more than just a routine document. It was a classified file revealing the sinister history of this hospital. In the dim light, the words on the document seemed to whisper forbidden secrets to them. "Whoa, what's this?" Alan exclaimed, flipping through the pages of the file. "This isn't your typical escape room scenario." Sarah, peering over Alan's shoulder, gasped. "It says this place used to be a virus research center. They were conducting dark experiments with deadly pathogens." The room fell into a tense silence as the gravity of the situation sank in. Each participant felt a chill run down their spine as they processed the implications. "So, you're telling me," Mark spoke up, his voice barely above a whisper, "that we're not playing a game anymore? We're in an actual lab filled with lethal viruses?" The weight of the truth hung heavy in the air, stifling any further conversation. They exchanged nervous glances, each one realizing that their reality had taken a terrifying turn. "We need to get out of here," Emily said, her voice trembling. "Now." But as they moved to leave, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that every corner of the hospital held secrets waiting to be uncovered. As participants realized they were caught in a deadly escape game, a wave of unease and fear began to ripple through the entire hospital. "Alan, what's going on?" "This feels wrong," whispered Sarah, her voice trembling with uncertainty. Alan, his brow furrowed in concern, replied, "I don't know, Sarah, but we need to stay focused. We'll figure a way out of this." The revealed truths in the documents turned every puzzle into a life-and-death race against time. "Did you see this?" exclaimed David, his hands shaking as he read through the papers. "We don't have much time." "We need to keep moving," urged Alan, his voice tense with urgency. "Every second counts." From one room to another, participants found themselves ensnared in the urgency of time. "This is insane," cried Maria, frustration evident in her voice. "How are we supposed to solve all these puzzles under this pressure?" "We have no choice," replied Alan, determination cutting through the tension. "We have to keep pushing forward." Participants stumbled upon an ancient clock repair manual, filled with intricate mechanical diagrams. "Okay, let's see if this manual has any clues," suggested Alan, flipping through the aged pages. "We have to repair this clock before it's too late." As time passed, participants' anxiety escalated. "I can't do this anymore," gasped Michael, panic creeping into his voice. "I can't handle the pressure." "We're in this together," Michael reassured Sarah, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. "We'll get through this." In this extreme situation, participants' cooperation grew tighter, their unspoken understanding becoming the key to breaking through the pressure of time. "We need to work together," declared Alan, his voice firm with resolve. "We can't let this game beat us." Each door leading to the next area represented a step closer to survival. "This way," directed Alan, gesturing towards the next door. "Let's keep moving. We're getting out of here." However, the shadow of the deadly virus always loomed over them, making this escape all the more thrilling and heart-pounding. "We can't let our guard down," warned David, his eyes scanning the room for any sign of danger. "We're not out of the woods yet." In a narrow corridor, the participants stumbled upon a sealed iron door with a chilling inscription, "Only one can escape." Panic surged among them at the ominous message. "Only one," Alan muttered, his voice trembling with unease. "What does that mean?" "I don't know, but we have to figure it out," Sarah replied, her eyes wide with concern. "We can't just stand here." Within a small chamber, facing a table laden with enigmatic clues, the participants confronted not only the puzzles but also the psychological chess game between them. "We need to work together," Alan urged, studying the cryptic symbols on the table. "There's no way any of us can solve this alone." "But how do we know we can trust each other?" Mark retorted, eyeing Alan suspiciously. "For all we know, you could be leading us into a trap." The room became a battleground of conflicting opinions, where cooperation and hostility intertwined in the air. At the end of the corridor, a flashing emergency light seized their attention. Rushing to an emergency exit, they found it locked by a complex code. "We need to get out of here now," Emily exclaimed, frantically punching numbers into the keypad. "But what if it's a trap?" Mark countered, hovering by the door hesitantly. "We can't just trust anyone who claims they know the code." Then, one participant claimed to know the code, under the condition that they must be escorted to the next level. "I know the code," Rachel spoke up, her voice resolute. "But I'm not giving it away for free. You'll have to guarantee my safety if you want to get out of here." This proposition sparked immediate suspicion and opposition from others, igniting a clash of distrust. In a corner of the laboratory, they discovered a mechanism requiring teamwork to unlock. Yet, the atmosphere of cooperation waned under the pressure of time, replaced by a scene of everyone fighting desperately for their survival. "We have to work together," Alan shouted over the din of arguing voices. "Otherwise, none of us will make it out of here alive." "But how do we know you're not just leading us into another trap?" Mark shot back, his eyes blazing with defiance. No one could be certain who was a true ally and who might be a potential enemy. As the group reached the top floor of the hospital, they were met with a massive metal door emitting an eerie glow. A document appeared, revealing it was part of a twisted experiment. Alan said, "This isn't just an exit. It's an experiment." Sarah worried. "What if leaving is what they want?" Jake countered, "But staying might trap us further." As one touched the door, a strange emotion washed over them. Meanwhile, faint mechanical noises added tension. Alan urged, "We must decide, trust the door or stay?" In the tense moment, each person weighed their fate. The ultimate escape approached, and their choice would determine freedom or deeper entanglement in the conspiracy. At the end of the dark corridor, participants ventured step by step into the unknown, as if traversing a tunnel through time and space. The dimness of the hallway was laden with a mysterious atmosphere, and as they delved deeper, an intangible energy filled the air. "Feels like we're walking into a sci-fi movie," Alan remarked, his voice echoing softly in the corridor. "With less aliens and more suspense," Emily added, her tone tinged with excitement. With each step forward, the passage widened, and the surrounding darkness was replaced by a gentle glow. As the participants passed through the final shroud of darkness, they couldn't help but marvel at the sight before them. A vast and modern laboratory loomed into view, filled with an array of intricate mechanical devices and control consoles. "Holy, this is incredible," Alan muttered, eyes wide with awe as he scanned the room. "Yeah, but why does it feel like we're being watched?" Sarah whispered, a hint of unease in her voice. In the center of the laboratory, a colossal projection displayed their every move within the hospital. It turned out that the entire escape game had been under surveillance, and every choice they made meticulously recorded. This astonishing revelation weighed heavily on the participants as they realized they were already part of a much larger experiment than they had imagined. "Are you seeing this?" Alan exclaimed, pointing at the projection. "They've been watching us the whole time." On one side of the laboratory, they discovered a complex control panel adorned with various buttons and switches. This led them to realize that they might have the ability to influence the outcome of this experiment. However, with this realization came even more complex choices: reveal the truth behind the dark experiment, or choose to escape the threat of the virus. "We have to decide what to do next," Emily said, her voice determined. "Do we play along or expose this whole thing?" As they grasped the control panel, they found themselves able to manipulate various elements of the laboratory, including the lights, the opening and closing of doors, and even the release of the virus. After much deliberation, Alan, Emily, and the rest of the participants decided to expose the truth behind the dark experiment. With careful coordination, they used the control panel to manipulate the laboratory systems, revealing the surveillance footage to the public and broadcasting their findings to the world. As the truth came to light, authorities intervened, shutting down the unethical experiment and holding those responsible accountable. Alan, Emily, and the other participants became heralded as heroes, praised for their bravery in uncovering the sinister plot. If you enjoyed today's story, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Your support is the driving force behind our continuous creative journey. Look forward to the next episode, where more exciting stories await you at Open Books. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, goodbye.